This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to Sports, everybody. I'm Chris Saunders. The country will celebrate its Olympic team in just under a week. The event is being put on by Buttons Formal Wear in conjunction with the Bahamas Olympic Committee and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
On Sunday, what's going to happen is at 3 p.m. We have the ceremony that's going to last for about 2 hours. Where we give the profiles of all of the athletes, introduce them to the Bahamian public. There are a lot of athletes that Bahamians don't know. Unfortunately, they only know about the medalists and the finalists, but we want to introduce them to the entire Bahamian contingent, the athletes, the coaches, the managers, all of the delegates. So we're going to have profiles on all of those members, all 61 of them. And then after that, we're going to have a photo session in which everybody is going to have the opportunity to take photos with the 61 member contingent. And after that, we're going to have a motorcade throughout the streets of Nassau that's going to end at the Arawaki.
Some major repairs are taking place at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. It's all being done under the direction of the National Sports Authority and General Manager Jeffrey Beckles.
The infield has never been repaired. We did resorting of the field several times, but we found that the surface was not the issue. So in order to have the kind of consistency on the surface, we had to take care of some things under the surface, and that's what we're doing right now. And again, at the end of the day, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, Bahamians will be able to point to this particular juncture where we actually fixed it and fixed it properly.
Legendary golfer Greg the Shark Norman was at Sandals Emerald Bay in Exuma over the weekend as the resort put on its annual Chairman's Invitational. While there, Norman gave his perspective about the state of golf here in the Bahamas.
Golf is a game that's been more resort-driven in this place. A lot of investment dollars have gone into golf course resorts in the Bahamas, and eventually that'll filter down. It really, if you want to try and accelerate it, my advice would be twofold. The developers and the Bahamian government should get together to have an allocation of some of these golf courses to the youth of the Bahamas, allowing them to come out there and experience it. I know here at Sandals, I've done numerous clinics for kids to come out and help them and introduce them and get them to understand what the game of golf is about. But it's a collaborative effort, and over a period of time, you'll get there. Nothing really happens overnight, and it's probably a generation, which seems like a long time, but really it's not. By the time you introduce the game of golf to a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old, go out 15 years to when they're 20 to 23, and now all of a sudden they're good enough to be on the tour. So that's the time period it takes to evolve a really good young talent into somebody special.
Now for exactly how the actual Chairman's Golf Invitational turned out, turn it over to Charles Fisher.
10th Annual Chairman's Golf Invitational featured 60-plus golfers playing in pairs. Perfect weather condition resulting in all the players praising the beauty and greens of the course. And after 2 days, there was a new champion, Jason Hooks and Michael Kay from Georgia with a total net of 113.
Hey, way to dethrone the champ, so somebody had to take advantage of it. It was our turn.
This guy just made putts from everywhere. Couldn't miss. He was wonderful.
Greens are immaculate, fairways are immaculate, facilities are phenomenal, golf course, staff, people in the Bahamas are just wonderful.
I would come back here every year to do this. These people do a great job raising money for the kids here. It was wonderful. We'll be back every year. They're going to be throwing balloons and everything waiting on us.
Yeah, bringing the trophy to home.
Absolutely.
Georgia, yeah, we'll take it.
The defending champs, the father and son duo of Joel Velasco from Florida and Mark from South Carolina, finished second with a net of 114.
We needed at least one more putt. You can always think about at least 4 or 5 putts or mistakes that you made during the round that you could have gotten one more shot. But we played as hard as we could, really, and we got a lot of breaks and everything.
This is our third father-son tournament this year, and we've had just a great time in each one. Although I have to admit, this one was my fault. He told me that I had to par 6 holes that I had strokes on, and I bogeyed the 6th one. Or we would have won. We lost by a stroke.
Not to be outdone, Michelle Corbin from Southern California won closest to the pin and longest drive.
This is our 3rd year, and we really like it. We like it so much we take the red eye. You know, it takes us a day to get here.
How do you feel about the course and the atmosphere here at Sandals?
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We tell all our friends all the time to come. It's fun.
All in all, a very successful tournament, but more importantly, the visitors had a good time and plan to be back. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
New Providence Softball Association action back on the diamond on Saturday night. The Lady Stingers and the COB Caribs involved in a game which ended with a football score. Lady Stingers win this one by a final of 3 touchdowns to 2 touchdowns, or 21-14. Keisha Pratt was the winning pitcher for the Stingers, who have their sights now set on the postseason.
We're looking forward to it. We're working hard on it. And like I said, don't make no sense me telling you yes. What we play between the lines when that umpire calls game is what really matters.
That's a look at sports. I'm Chris Saunders. Your final look at weather is still to come.